Hello, everyone. This is Naima. Thank you for joining Raw Talk. This is Voices of Tomorrow Empowered, Summer Youth Advocacy Program. Hello, hello. We'll wait for a couple of people to join us. If you guys want to go on Raw Talk page and share, you're more than welcome to. Just make sure your phone is all the way down when you're on mute right now anyway. Before we begin. All right. Hello, hello. We have a couple viewers. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to make sure. Okay. So once again, my name is Naima. Thank you for joining Raw Talk. I know that I haven't been on in a while. My life has been hectic. I know that we're not in the beginning stages anymore of COVID, but I feel like things just keep kind of building up and things are getting a little more hectic, but we're still here. Voices of Tomorrow Empowered has gone virtual this year because we cannot get together like we do every year. I'm really sad to not be able to be with the participants and to be at Oakwood in our rooms and pranking one another and doing the crazy things that we do. But I'm so happy that we're able to join virtually. So I would love for everyone, I didn't tell them this before, but I would love everyone to please introduce themselves. Um, I will, we could do popcorn style, I feel like I want to give you guys some opportunity to take initiative here. This is what we do. So if anyone wants to go first, and I would just love for you to introduce yourself and tell us your name and yeah, just introduce yourself and give us your age. Who would like to go first? Go ahead, Carell.
Hi, my name is Carell and I'm 17.
Okay, 17, and you just graduated.
Yeah.
What school will you be attending?
SUNY Dell High. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Hi, my name is Refine and I'm 16.
Hi, Refine.
They call me TT and I'm also 16.
Nice. Thank you. 16. Who else?
I'm Devin and I'm 15.
I'm Elijah and I'm 17.
Hello, Devin and Elijah.
Deshaun, 29 years old.
I'm Stephanie and I'm 23.
Stephanie, 23. Anyone else? We have Julie coming on and Mimi. Whenever they get on, we can go from there. Mimi, are you with us? Seems like we're having some technical difficulties here. For any of our viewers, can you let us know and say hi so we know who's on? We just see 5 people viewing, but if you can comment, we'll be able to see your comments. I don't know what's happening with Mimi, but all right, so we can get started. So Voices of Tomorrow, like I said, I would love if we could her to explain what Voices of Tomorrow is because she is the founder of this lovely program. Julie, are you with us? I don't think so. She looks frozen on my end. How about you guys? Is Julie frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Okay. So I'll try to give my description a vote, and then I'll ask Dash and Stephanie if they want to add on because they are alum and staff. So Voices of Tomorrow, and they've, me and Stephanie joined together, I think at the same time. Dash has been with Vote for a very long time. So Voices of Tomorrow Empowered is a 2-week summer youth advocacy program, and we do the recruitment ourselves, staff. Typically, we try to get students, participants from all over. My experience has been like the city, and then Kingston and the city of Poughkeepsie, which is nice because it is a mix. Kingston and Poughkeepsie are different, so that's nice, and we get to crossing the bridge seems not that long of a drive, but it is different. And in the city, we have city students, that come here, and now they're surrounded by deer at night. So we have a pretty cool dynamic. The things that we do is we go out into the community, and we teach leadership skills, and we get into local politics, and we learn about the different branches of government. We go up to Albany every year, and we check out the things, the political things up there, and we meet with Congress people and all that, and we get to ask questions. We get private tours. We've been to the city, and we've done art projects. We always do one project a year. We've done spoken word. We've done benches. We've done murals. I'm sure there's plenty of other things that I'm just forgetting, but we do a lot of things in the community in these 2 weeks. And I would love for the participants, at a point in time during this show, to just kind of give us a glimpse of, the things that they've done and things that they appreciated from the camp. Dash, do you have anything else to add? I know I didn't hit on everything, but anything that comes to mind?
We partner with a couple of different community. Wow, we partner with a couple of different other community organizations. We do cleanups. We go to soup kitchens. Last year we called it Vote on the Road, where we took the kids down to DC, and we did some sightseeing and volunteering down there. We were able to see some museums and stuff to get them another outlook and see different aspects of what's going on. We met with some of the people in Congress and Senate, and that's what we normally do every year, get the kids involved in politics, get their voices out there so they can figure out ways to actually say what they want to see happening in their communities, even though they don't technically have the quote-unquote right to vote yet.
Right. Anything else you want to add, Steph, or you think we hit it?
I think you guys hit it.
Okay.
What I really like about the program is that, like, we express ourselves through art as well. So we let the kids do, if they want to talk about violence, Black Lives Matter, like whatever's going on in their community, they express themselves by like art, which is really nice.
Right. And one of the things that I've always realized with Vote, and I don't know if it's intentionally or not, but we always connect what's going on. Like, we are really up on our current events. I remember, I don't know if President Obama was in election. I don't know. It was a huge election one year, and we did like these campaigns. We split up the campers, and we did, one like a, Democrat, like similar to a Democrat and Republican. I don't think we called it that, but like 2 different parties, and we campaigned for these 2 weeks, and it was so much fun because we were able to figure out what the people wanted, what the voters wanted, what the issues were in the community, marketing, all of these different things that really happened during this campaign. I don't think we've done it with this group of kids, if I don't remember. But, my point is we always tie it into current events because we know that that's how they learn. That's how children learn. That's how we learn, is connecting things that are happening in the real world. So I'm done talking pretty much. I'm going to talk more, but I'm here to facilitate, and I would love to hear from Refine, TT, Corel, and if people keep popping in and out, that's fine. Sometimes they're serving in and out. So I want to start with the first question, and this is, what has Vote done for you? So I don't know who wants to take on and be the bold person that you are, but what has Vote done for you? You can just unmute yourself when you're ready to talk.
Okay, so I guess that'll be me. Vote is honestly like, it just shows me how to, like, it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you be yourself, everyone will end up like connecting in a way, like it. And then leadership skills, in not only in whatever the situation that is in hand. Like, say if we're given a task, and like it just brings more of your characteristics out, and it, like, you just end up evolving more of a person, and and you just have to I tie it in with life too, so that's just what I take from it.
Nice. So when you say you tied into life, what exactly does that mean?
I'm gonna sum it up like leadership skills, communication, and I don't want to say exactly getting what you want, but you can say that too. So yeah.
Absolutely. I think life is all about getting what you want and how you're able to express yourself and how you're able to hold yourself, especially when it comes to the political world. Our whole lives are very political. And when we go for job interviews, we have to hold ourselves a certain way and be able to answer the questions that our future employee, our prospective employer wants to hear, and necessarily not wants to hear, but to make sure that we're qualified for. So I think that's really important. And I think we should say that confidently. Because everything that we do here at Vote, we definitely want it to be applied in the real world. So thank you for that. Anyone else?
The Vote program definitely something different. I don't really do programs. I've never seen one like this before. Mainly focusing on politics and helping out with the community and stuff like that. And I've always loved writing. I've always done that since I was little, but I've never written poetry before, and I've started writing poetry in the Vote program. So.
Nice. So when you can choose to answer this if not. So when you're writing poetry, what exactly do you like about it? Like, especially at Vote, like what was the highlight?
It was just different from what I would write. I would just write random things like about my day. I would watch movies and write about movies. Never like, especially writing about issues in the world. I've never done that before. So
Right. Okay. So it was different exercise.
It was all around like just a new experience from a new type of writing, and then writing about things I've never written about.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a different kind of way to express yourself. Like, especially if you're not like a talker, you don't feel, confident in saying what you have to say. Sometimes writing in a poetic way is a little easier. Anyone else want to answer that question? What has Vote done for you? We're good? Okay. That's okay. Let me add Devin and Elijah. All right, we can move on to the next question. How can youth use their voice during these times? What do you guys, in talking about yourself, like what do you think you can do at this point in time with, with the election coming up, with COVID, with Black Lives Matter, with police brutality, like any of these controversial issues that are, and you can pick any of them. How do you think you can be heard during these times?
So anyone can do art. So I'll answer that question. Through art.
Through art, yes, absolutely, and that can mean drawing, creative writing, poetry, rapping, singing, all of that. Staff can talk too. How do you think youth can use their voice during this time?
So I think there's a lot of different ways to actually get their voices out there. Before COVID actually started and became like such like a huge deal in the area we live in, we would definitely get the kids out to all of like the local meetings and get them involved in things like the YMCA reopening and all the different things that are actually like going on. So there's so many different things that actually happen in the city of Poughkeepsie. And that's just for the kids that actually live there. I'm sorry for anyone else, but these are the kids that I normally work with. So many things happen in the city of Poughkeepsie, and they do so many meetings in all the different spots, and the kids they're always willing to go. Like, I'll text them and say, do you guys want to go here, and give your 2 cents in and see how people react to it. And every time they go, they always get a great response from anyone that's there. People come up to them afterwards asking where they're from, and what got them so motivated to actually be able to speak about what's going on. So, like, they talk about social issues in school, textbooks, what they want to see as far as community centers and things to do to keep kids actually off the streets and keep them doing positive things. So that's ways that they've been able to get their voices out there, and also with some of their poetry pieces that they've done over the years, and a lot of the things that they've drawn up.
Yeah, didn't TT go to like a community event, like a community rally? Am I wrong? Didn't you speak on something, TT?
We went.
Remember at the partnership?
We did.
Yes.
You don't have
Oh.
to share if you don't want to, but I think this is a perfect example.
Oh, we
I was just refreshing her memory really quick. She doesn't remember.
I remember now.
Yeah, can you guys tell us what exactly you did?
If I'm not mistaken, I think you're talking about when we had talked to the mayor about like things that were going on in like our school district, and like
Yeah.
what are we talking about?
About different programs they could start fixing
the school.
Okay, so when you guys were doing that, how did that make you feel? Like, were you nervous? Did you feel empowered? Like,
I feel
what
like
was happening?
nobody was really listening, but then at the same time, like most of the time they were trying to like change the subject to like.
Well, then again, that meeting was not for what we were talking about, so I could get why they were trying to change the subject, but
still, it's like people like we're voicing what's going on. Y'all are talking about a YMCA, but I understand.
And then they still haven't touched the YMCA. What, a year later?
Yeah.
So I mean, what's the point?
Yeah, what was the point of the meeting if y'all weren't even listening to our concerns about what was going on in the school, then what the meeting was actually about?
If you ask me, they do a lot of these community meetings for show, just to say that they did community.
So you feel like they didn't really hear you because you don't see the change. For some reason, it's like kind of breaking up. Is anyone else hearing that?
Can you say that?
There was like some rumble, like static. You guys are frozen right now. But yeah, we'll come back to you. I'm gonna try to mute you guys. I don't know what's happening. They spoke at the YMCA meeting, right? So I don't know if you guys were able to hear them, but they spoke at this YMCA meeting, and they were advocating for different programs in the community and things of that sort. And they said that they didn't really feel heard at that meeting. And right now with the building, there's nothing happening with the building. I think that's what she said. So I think that's really important to highlight that sometimes as youth, they might, or I say we, because I feel like I'm still in my youth. I don't know what that noise is. Okay. Sorry, guys. But yeah, just to highlight, sometimes it doesn't feel like you're being heard, but I want to encourage you to keep speaking out and keep doing things like that and keep showing up, because people remember you, and you might not feel like things are really moving, but you might be stirring something up, and you never know, under their table, and even just planting an idea in someone's head is way more than being silent. So you might not see anything happen right then and there, or in 2 years or 3 years, but someone in that room that may have power might be thinking about the words that you said. And it takes a collective. One person can't make a decision, right? That's where there's like all these different branches. So if someone hears it, you know, they might talk about it for 2 years or 3 years, but it's the seed that you plant. So I'm really proud of you guys for doing that. We can move on to the next question. What have you guys done since being a participant in Vote? And I would love to hear from Devin and Elijah at some point in time. I see you guys. We see you. So what have you guys done since being a participant in Vote? So some of you guys are, you know, on your way to college. Some of you guys may have, I don't know, gotten some awards, been maybe joined a book, like joined a group. Maybe you started something. Maybe you started going to meetings. Anyone have anything that you've done out of inspiration from being a Vote participant?
I got
Yes, there you go.
couple things. So
Sorry, Carell, can you repeat yourself?
I said I have a lot of things going on, but I'm gonna just sum it up with scholarships. I have a lot of scholarships. Also, I've been chosen. They usually hire people, but I didn't even want to go there. But like, I was like chosen. They was like, "Oh, we want you to come." I'm like, "All right, whatever. I don't got nothing else to do for summer." So yeah, I was like chosen to be with the Artifact, and like they pay me. Like they pay us to like
Wow.
design. They pay us like for basically what we're doing is designing a website for like say like Facebook. We're designing a website like that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like a summer program before your semester starts?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anyone else? I think Carl's the only one going to college.
Yeah. That's so you go.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Go.
So I know after Vote, I've been volunteering a lot more. Like I've been doing haunted house, like volunteering at schools and trying to help as much as I can in the town that we live in.
And where do you guys live for the viewers?
We live in Ossining.
Ossining, okay. So do you feel like when... Go ahead, Elijah.
What I've been doing was there's somebody in my school district. It's a man, and like he helps give back to the children. So like I just once in a while I go and help him, like even if it's like helping them do their homework or helping them like teaching them basketball. That's literally what we do. That's it.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys are being a part of the community. I didn't even know you guys were doing any of that. Giving back and helping the younger people, and even your school. You know, your school is definitely a community, and your school has culture. So that's dope that you're a part of that.
Oh, okay.
Me and Refined set up a private meeting with the mayor sometime last year, but we weren't aware it was a private meeting. We thought it was the community meeting. So it turned into the community meeting because that's what everybody else thought it was also. But basically, we had the mayor there. We had the whole board there, the Board of Education, and some other lady, I forget her name. But basically, we were talking about that whole situation when someone bought guns to the school and they were talking about banning book bags.
It was like, okay, so it was like people... one boy had bought a gun to the school. So we were like, it was during the end of the year of last year, like in May, and they were bringing guns and knives, and like the security guards would find them as they're searching the bag. So then it came to a point where they started banning the book bags. But you have to understand, we're in high school, so you can't like ban book bags. We have to use our book bags to bring our books around. We have too many books in order to just keep them in our locker. And the way the locker schedule was, it was only in the morning, before and after lunch, and then at the end of the day. We have classes in between those times. So we needed to go to our locker each and every time. And then a thing was we would be late because not everybody's locker is by their class. So when we're late, they count those lates. If it's 3 lates, then you have detention. And then once those 3 lates start adding up and continue to add up, you get a suspension.
There were basically just a lot of things wrong with that idea.
So what was the outcome of all of that?
Basically,
nobody listened to it. We talked about maybe getting the security guards to do a more thorough search in our book bags, jackets, whatever. And they said, "Oh, that'll take too long." But then we need our book. It was just all over the place.
Basically, they just gave us back our book bags, and then they tried to say
they didn't think it all. They obviously didn't think it all the way through.
Yeah, and then they tried to do clear book bags, but then you have to sit here and think about it. Not everybody in that school has enough money to buy a book bag. Some of those book bags were probably given from when they do the free book bag thing, so not everybody could get a clear book bag. And then clear book bags, they're not even gonna hold all of our books and stuff because.
And then they said something about leaving all the book bags in front of the school and then getting them at the end of the day. Like, there's nearly 1,000. No.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of students in the school, so it would take about an hour or 2, maybe 3, to get everybody their book bags back. Being that they're already disorganized, and they would need to give everybody their book bags back, so it would just be a whole bunch of chaos.
Yeah, so it sounds like there was a lot of brainstorming, but in reality, this just was not happening.
I don't even think it was brainstorming. I think they heard that idea and then were set on it, not realizing that it didn't make too much sense or that it wasn't going to work.
Actually, the head of security suggested, no book bags. And then they was like, okay, yeah, no book bags.
Well, I'm glad you guys showed up. And was there a lot of people at that meeting?
Yeah, the whole crew team, some people from the orchestra. Yeah. And then the mayor being there.
So yeah, there's definitely
good. We also had other meetings set up with other public officials, but those didn't work out.
Oh. Okay, so you guys are on the move. You guys are like a tag team. I like it. Let's move on just for the sake of time to this. So we kind of talked this question, what skills have you gained? We kind of just went through this. So it sounds like, and obviously I want you guys to jump in if there's anything else, but it sounds like we have a lot of leadership going on here, a lot of leadership skills. You guys are, going to meetings, demanding meetings. We have people that are navigating through life, being chosen for things that they didn't even ask for. We have people taking, responsibility over their school and helping out and being a part of that. Any other skills that you can say that you've gained? Yeah, go ahead, Dash.
I just wanna piggyback off what you just said. Like, I like the fact that these teenagers are actually being seen. Like, I feel like what the VOTE program has taught them is what it's also taught me and you and Stephanie, is, how to actually put yourself out there. And they're putting themselves out there. They're doing the things that they need to do and helping out in their communities. And people are noticing them. And it's snowballing into bigger things. Like, one small comment at one meeting turned into a whole meeting with the mayor that you had so many more people at the school in. One small art project that we did at the VOTE program, and then you have Corell's name out there and he gets chosen to be a part of the artifact and design a website. Like, this is all amazing stuff that's going on. And I'm so proud of these kids because they're actually all doing very positive things. And too often do our children get put into negative boxes because of how they dress and how they talk. But you look here and we have, these aren't even all of our kids. These are just a couple of them. This is just a handful. And we have so many throughout the years that are doing amazing things. And some of our alum have done amazing things. Hopefully Sade can join before we're finished so she can talk about what she's done recently. But if
Or
not,
next
I'll
week.
jump in later with
Next week
that.
too.
Yeah,
We do have
definitely.
another series next week. But yeah, I'm very proud of you guys, and I think anyone that's on this call can hear the things that you guys are doing and thinking about, and this is all setting up your future for bigger and better. And I think programs like Vote, Voices of Tomorrow, Empowered sets you apart. I think it's really important for adolescents and young people to be a part of programs that set them up and set them apart. And I could definitely say that Vote is one of them. And I also make sure that if you guys are creating resumes, to put Vote on your, or something that you were, extracurricular activity that you were part of Vote, and list the things that you guys have done, because it's really important. If you need help, hit me up. I can help you with that. Or Dash, I'm sure any of the staff can help you with a resume, because we're adulting. But yeah, I'm just really proud of you guys. And lastly, and we don't, this can continue. If this is not like the last question and we're done, we can keep flowing. But what are your aspirations in life? I would love to hear, what you guys want to do, what you guys want to be. And you don't have to have a solid answer. Like maybe it's a field that you're interested in. Maybe you're into law. Maybe you're into social work. Maybe you're into psychology. I would love to hear, what you guys are into.
I definitely would love to go into the medical field. I talked a lot about being a gynecologist specifically, but I just recently started looking into other kinds of doctors, different specialists, and things like that. So, I've been considering taking on one of those things, and I've also going to be doing this program at BOCES for my CNA certification.
Nice. That's a great stepping stone for anything in the medical field. It's awesome.
For me, I've decided that I want to be an oncologist after going through things that had to do with cancer. So I decided to be that, and also that plays into the classes that I was taking when I was going to my high school, Albany High. They have this, it's not basically a program, it's part of your schedule, and it's kind of an elective. I take health science, and the next year I'll be taking health science too, where I will be doing clinicals and going to the hospital and like basically residency, working with people.
That's awesome. Albany, that sounds like that's definitely something different from Kingston. I've never heard of anything like that, so that's awesome. I know you guys wanted to be doctors. I'm learning something. Yeah, I'd never heard of anything, at least a program up here where you're, unless you're in like a trade school, like if you're at BOCES or something like that.
BOCES is a whole bunch of schools in one. Basically, they have a whole bunch of different programs. They have automotive programs.
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about Albany High.
Albany High basically is in all of, like, it's in all. It's called like a Brooklyn. It's basically like BOCES, except it's with the school. So it's like also Albany High School.
Okay.
It's like, and then it's not far from the school. Like BOCES is far from Poughkeepsie High. It's not far. You can walk there. It's walking distance, or you can like take the bus around the corner. In Albany.
Okay. What about
me?
Yeah. What about?
Yeah. So with me, I don't like to stay one track. Basically, I would like to be like all over the place, more intuitive. Like I'm more intuitive. Whatever happens, I'm good at it. Like whatever happens, I'm just good at it.
Go with the flow.
Like basic kind of, but it's like I want to be I'm going to be somewhere in life where like I'm happy where I'm at, where I can like literally just wake up and like be happy. I don't want to like have a 9 to 5 job, be stressed, and like not go nowhere in life. Like
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you, boy, this this ain't on the grass ain't greener.
nah, that is not for me.
I know, I
Basically,
hear you. Me
I
neither.
just spread my wings. That's it.
I love I need you to keep this. I need you to keep this attitude after you graduate high school, college, and you get into the world of I didn't sign up for this. I want you to keep that spirit and to keep striving for you to wake up and your job be something that you love. To the point where maybe you don't even call it a job. It's just your purpose and you're happy to make money
That's
from it,
literally what I'm saying. Like literally, like don't even call it a job. It's not. It shouldn't even be called a career. It's something that you get. Like you get its currency. Like you get paid for doing something that like you love doing. Like that you're happy with
You
doing.
get
Something
paid
not
for your
something that
gift, right?
not something that drains your energy. Like
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Drew
will say
Andrews.
that.
I like that. Yeah. Oh, go ahead, honey.
Oh, just wanted to add this in, but some 9 to 5s do make good money. So not every 9 to 5 job is like a struggling like
they
I'm
make good
making like
money, but where do they
Is
go
this
end
is
up?
this the B Simone? Is this the B Simone
But
argument?
Nah. Because what I'm saying, I'm not
always
saying
gotta
that they're
remember
bad
that
jobs. They
certain
don't pay
people.
good. What I'm saying is that like if I don't feel if I'm saying like that's not for me. If I don't feel fulfilled, then I'm not gonna want to be there. And I'm saying me personally. It can pay whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. I'm not you. You're not me. That's not gonna fulfill my wants and needs.
Absolutely. I feel you
Wait,
100%, Carell. Go ahead.
he was saying that he wants to find a balance. Like he's not attacking.
No,
the
I
9 to 5
know he's not.
lifestyle.
I
He's
know
just
I
saying
know.
when it all falls down.
I understand that, but I just have a lot to
You
say.
seem a little defensive
We
over
can
there,
talk about that.
TJ.
Listen, okay.
Like
But
I would not like I would actually
I'm
like
like,
look
who's
at my
not to say
dad
that
and
what
I
you
would
want
just
to
be like,
do
he
isn't going to
looks
be a
tired.
9
I
to
don't
5?
want to be like that.
So, but
I
who's to
mean,
say that
we
what you
can
want
give
to do
this
isn't going to
energy
be a
for
9
45
to 5
seconds.
job?
Oh nah. This is Vote. We can do this for like hours. Like this is Vote. This is what we
Yeah,
do.
this
Hear
is
my
definitely
question?
what we do in the library.
Deshaun told me to come in on this.
I mean, I get both sides. So you're saying like don't knock the 9 to 5 because people make money from the 9 to 5. And Carell is saying, at least this is what I hear, like it's kind of limiting, right? Are you saying that
Yes, you
it's
get
limiting
trapped in
and
a
that
system. Basically trapped in a system.
you get trapped in a system with the 9 to 5, and then TT is saying don't knock it because some people are making bread, basically,
We
right?
had a so we have a
Yeah,
parent
that is what I'm saying.
joining.
I'm like, if he's talking about a job where you're not making a lot of money, he could have just said that instead of like
I love the way y'all can debate.
generalizing all 9 to 5 just like bad jobs because they're not. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he was saying that it's bad job. They're bad jobs.
It just won't fulfill me. That's like
no, I know that it was. I'm just saying the wording. Okay, now I understand what you're talking about.
But I do want to say, because this is actually a really interesting topic. So some people, like, we live in America and we're very westernized, and some people grow up to live and then to die, right? Some people grow up to fulfill their career and to get these degrees and all these qualifications to be able to be qualified for a good paying job. That to me is mind blowing, right? Like, there's no way that God created me to get these degrees to get a paycheck. There's no way. So I think that's what he's saying, but also it depends on your personality and what kind of person you are. I know people that, go up they specifically want to go up the ladder because they want to make good money and they want to know that they're going to be qualified for a good paying job, and that gives them security. right? So if they qualify for the 9 to 5 job and that 9 to 5 job happens to be a 6-figure salary, they're happy. And that's okay. I think it all depends on personality. The older people get, certain things change. I know people, the older that they get, and they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I just want to get a check and live my life, right? So you just keep going and going and going. You guys are young. You have a lot to think about. What do you think, Stephanie?
Oh, I wanted to get Devin and Elijah's
Yeah, I was
what
gonna say
they
the
want to
same
be.
thing.
They kept getting bumped, so they weren't able to talk. So I would like to hear from
Oh,
them
yeah,
as well.
go ahead. Thanks, Dash.
You go first.
I don't know. I don't really know what I want to be, but I want to be my own boss. So like eventually, I want to get into entrepreneurship. You know, I want to be an entrepreneur. Yeah. So I don't really know what else to
Okay.
say.
What brings
I
you
don't know.
joy, though? What? No. Wait, hold on 1 second. Elijah, what brings you happiness?
This,
Come on, man. You got this. Just think.
like being with
Hi,
like
Sade.
people that I could work with, that makes me happy. Like having people that generally care about me while I'm doing things, it makes me happy. So I don't know.
So being appreciated.
I have a small group of people that work with me. Yes. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Excellent.
Go.
What about you, Devin?
I also really don't know. I've been honestly kind of thinking about being a teacher for a while because I know in school it's always.
I don't know, having trouble with the Wi-Fi.
Uh-oh. Can you hear can you hear us, Sade? I don't know if she can hear us or not. And Devin and Elijah keep being cut off, so. What about you, Stephanie? What are you doing?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm honestly with the entrepreneurship as well. Like, for example, like I love cooking, so I actually want to open my own business. I'm tired of working for other people. I want to work for myself and for my family.
Where? And your food looks amazing on Instagram. Like, I wish I lived in the Bronx. Like, yeah, it looks so good. Can you share like what you just? I know it's not new, but can you share with our audience what exactly you do, like with the food and stuff? Like, what's the inspiration behind it?
It honestly makes me happy. Like I love cooking. I learned from looking at my mother, and I just cook for my family, and I like how they react when they eat my food. So it just made me want to like open my business.
Yeah, I need
Yeah,
a
and if
plate.
you,
Go
I
ahead,
was
Kara.
gonna say like if you ever needed like anyone to like if you're gonna branch off, you should make your own like Instagram page, and if you need anyone to like make a logo or like any art design, like you can hit me up and I can like
She has an Instagram, Kara.
No, like she has 2 Instagrams, like a personal
Yeah.
one and a.
Yep.
Yeah.
She does.
Wait, what's your cooking page?
I don't know.
No, but
I was
that's
just
true.
saying.
Marketing is very important.
But I'm trying to save like all the money I can to eventually maybe just do a truck first, then eventually open to a restaurant. But let's see. I'm trying to not fall back, you know?
Yeah, keep going. You definitely can do it, yo. Your food looks banging. Like when I look at it and I'm with friends, I'm like, yo, let's drive to the Bronx. Like it looks so good. It looks really good.
Thanks.
So can we go back to? Can we go? Oh, yeah. What's your Instagram?
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Can we go back to Devin, please? What are your aspirations, Devin?
I don't really know. I've been thinking about it. I still have like a few years to go, but I was thinking and leaning into teaching because teaching has a lot of stuff that I really seem to like. And I feel like I can also make a difference because in school now it's really hard for me to learn and stuff like that with not paying attention, not being able to understand the work. So I feel if I could be like a teacher, I can help people understand more because of experience that I have. So like probably like a special ed teacher.
Mm, that's special. Yeah, especially your reasoning behind it. A lot of teachers, I don't know if they have that reasoning. So that's definitely special.
And you could tell a difference between a teacher and somebody that just went to check. Like, I love teachers because like I got mad connections with the teachers. Like every single year, I just love the teachers. Like I just yeah.
It is true. Teachers have, a lot of influence on impressionable children, adolescents. So if you have a good motive, you'll definitely be influential. And Devin, like, if you want to get into special ed, like you should start looking at opportunities like volunteering at like maybe, I don't know, programs that have developmentally disabled. Huh?
Actually, my brother is actually special needs. He's autistic, and so my brother actually, me and all my brothers actually all play baseball. So my mom started a special program for kids with autism to play baseball, and I do volunteer there a lot. And it honestly makes me happy to see the kids play and be able to do what they want without feeling left out.
That's awesome. That's really special. I know Dash and I were all in that, we're all in the field of supporting people with special needs, and it's special work. It's special work. Anyone else have anything they want to say? Any alumni? Again, I'm just like super proud of you guys. For our followers and our audience, we will be back next Thursday if you guys want to tune in. I'm hoping to get a little more alumni on here so that you guys can get a sneak peek of, back in the day, current camp. Like we have a lot of stories. So I want next week to be, kind of reflective and still talking about, what's happening. And I would love for you guys to hop on again next week. The questions will be different. I think they're going to be a little more specific to certain events that have happened. But yeah, anyone else have anything else to say? Anything they want to broadcast, share, leave us with?
Make sure to like, comment, share. If this is going on Facebook.
This is on Facebook.
It is?
This is
another thing I didn't know.
We are live, Carell. We are live, honey.
Oh.
So for me, I want to say thank you to Julie.
Can I say something?
Because, we always thank Julie 1,000 times, but we can never thank her enough. Julie has started this, and she put this in motion, and she gave it to us to carry it, and we've been carrying it, and all the connections that the kids have made with each other, that we've made with each other over the years, and the connections we made with the kids, like, thank you so much, Julie, because you honestly changed my life, Naima's life, Stephanie's life, and it's trickling down because we're changing other ones.
Yes, Julie, she was on. You guys might have seen her on and off. I'm hoping next week she has better connection and we can figure this out because we definitely want to hear from her. If she can explain the reason why she started this, where she's seen it, like where she wants it to go. Like this is her baby, and yeah, we can't thank you enough. Anything else?
Can I say something?
Oh yes, go ahead, TC. Sorry.
You didn't put your Instagram in the chat.
I will right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we can end this. Thank you guys for all our audience and all the people that joined us. Thank you for joining Raw Talk with Voices of Tomorrow Empowered. We will be here again next week. And next week, we would love to hear more comments from our audience. We had a little gathering, but we want more interaction next week and ask us specific questions about what we think. I'm excited for next week. And thank you guys, Volt participants, for joining us. And I will see you guys next week.